if I, it would help if I wipe the screen. Hello, happy Friday. How are you? So let's set up TikTok. Okay, TikTok. Right. Okay, so if you're new to this live, I am Kristabel. I'm a 30-something influencer living in London. And yeah, I'm just sharing my life. You know, my life has not gone to plan, but we move. So I'm going to take these braids down, but I've also got some bits and bobs because I've been to an event. I went to a body shop event, and then I also got some PR. So yes, hi TikTok, how you doing? So yeah, let me show you what I got. So I got this makeup cleansing butter with chamomile from the Body Shop. So I'm excited to try this. I think, oh my God, am I going to get told off by TikTok? I have to be careful with TikTok, don't I? You can get it on TikTok Shop. But yeah, I love a cleansing balm. I used to love, I think Caroline Hines used to do one with Pixie. And then I used to like the Beauty Pie one, but I don't have a Beauty Pie subscription. So I'm excited to try this. I should have probably used it. Well, I wasn't really wearing makeup. Oh God, I can't actually open it at the minute. Can I open it? Can I even open it? Oh God, I think, oh no. Okay, interesting. The smell is quite subtle. That's probably good though, because sometimes people don't want things like super perfumed. So yeah, I got to pick 5 items. Hello, hi, someone's from Qatar. That's exciting. But yeah, I went to the Body Shop on Oxford Street. Got to choose 5 items. Well, 5. One of them includes like a gift set, which is quite exciting. So I got this Shea body butter, and then yeah, I think this, yeah, I got this serum. 3, what else did I get? Did I not get a 5th item? I'm so confused. Did I only get 4 items? I'm so confused. No, oh God, it's here. No, I also got this body oil, Spa of the World Polynesian Monoi Radiance Oil. This smells really nice. I don't know if I can like. Ooh, what does that remind me of? It reminds me a bit of Nooks, I think. Nice. So, yes, and then I've got a serum. I've got 2 serums because I did the mother-daughter beauty post for Mother's Day. So I'm all about the serums. So let's try one of them. I've cleansed my face. I've done my LED mask. So let's try the Edelweiss Daily Serum Concentrate. I wonder how much I should use. Okay, so I'm going to try this Body Shop serum. Have I got enough serum? You can never have enough. Why am I finding the pipette is a bit... Okay. Yeah, very subtle fragrance, which is nice. So yeah, put this serum on. This has, what does it have? Leontopodic acid. I've never heard that. And peptides. It smooths and protects. I mean, everyone's always going on about peptides. But yeah, I also got a vitamin C serum, a cleansing polish, and then is this a moisturizer? So I think I've got enough, moisturizer. So I think I've got my skincare sorted. Also got sent some retinol from Medicaid, which is exciting. I'm already using one of their retinols, but now I've got enough retinol for, a while, which is great. So that's what I've received recently. But yeah, I said I was going to take these braids down. So you're going to hold me accountable. I'm not sure how long this is going to take. Oh my God, this is like, I wanted to start this earlier. Oh, okay. Oh, I should have brought a hairband. I'm going to start from the back, because the thing is, if I need to go out tomorrow, I can still go out. So I've got my leave-in conditioner. I actually, somehow, I think I packed this with me somewhere and it leaked. So it was practically empty. I filled it with water and conditioner. So that's what I tend to do. Oh God, I'm not used to this. Normally I use my own spray bottle. Oh my God, does the spray bottle not even work? Oh man. Oh man. Oh, interesting. But yeah, how is everyone? Oh God. Does this not even, oh God. What's going on with this? I'm trying to reuse this Mael thing. Oh, is it this? Oh God. I might have to go get another spray bottle. I thought that this, I'm confused. Oh, do you press it? Oh, let's try this. No, okay, that's not working. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get another spray bottle. Bear with. Right. Ooh, I'm gonna use this one from As I Am. I do have another one, but don't know where it is. So I thought, let me go for this one. It's a lovely, lovely sound. But yeah, how are we? I think, right, let me make sure I'm using the right thing. I think because I'm cycling a lot, obviously I went to Jamaica and didn't cycle. And now I'm like cycling 50 kilometers a week. So I think I just need to manage that. But yeah, I had an all right week. Lots of big conversations. But let me take this jewelry off as well. Yeah, lots of interesting conversations, lots of stuff to work on. I think being self-employed, you're always having to like pivot. Would I consider cycling? Yeah, I know. I actually had to get the overground home yesterday. I think it depends on the journey, because typically I wouldn't cycle south of the river, but I cycled to Hammersmith and I could not cycle back. I think I just need to plan. If there's events happening, it's a case of like using those days, like depending on where the events are. But obviously did I have a day off cycling? I had a day off and then I had to cycle in jeans, and it was the most annoying journey, loads of inclines, and I'm trying to cycle in jeans, plus my bottom is like trying to slide off the seat. So it was just not a good, oh man, what? Oh, I've been restricted on TikTok. No, sorry, not Hammersmith. I cycled 11 kilometers to Hammersmith. So that's from where I am to Hammersmith. But no, I do not cycle I could cycle to Elephant and Castle, but I probably wouldn't. But if I need to go south of the river, I would get the train. But Yeah. No. Do they pay? They don't really pay me to go to. They don't pay me to go to events. It's sometimes you might get paid as like part of a campaign. It's very the last event I got paid for, was a car event last year. Um. Okay. Do we think this is kind of? Oh, I wish I'd bought my hairband. I'm so annoyed. Okay, let's kind of do it like this. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think, when have I been paid? Once? Did I get paid to tweet once? What event was that? I can't even remember. But yeah, a lot of the time going to the event is part of the campaign, but it's not the whole campaign. So any tips on dating? I am not the person to ask. I've not been on a date for like almost 2 years. So you need to tell me, you need to give me tips. But I think, just value yourself and, don't settle. Okay, the first cut is the deepest. Obviously my hair is not this long, but we've got to be a bit, I'm delusional, okay? Any goals? Oh man. I probably will do like a video update, but the goal is to diversify the income streams. That is the goal. So yes, that is the goal. But content, I was kind of like posting daily vlogs on Instagram. I think that would have worked in January, but I think at the moment it's too much content. So I've gone back to every other day on Instagram. But I think people do like the vlog style things, but maybe it doesn't have to be every day. But yeah, hopefully I'm doing content around obviously gaining weight, selling clothes, getting clothes altered. I'm doing a bikini try on at some point. I've now got all the bikinis. So I did a post that was like looking. Oh, let me get my tea bag out my thing. Did I get told off? Am I still rich? I mean, this is actually non-alc. I'm trying to drink less. So this is gaining weight. Yeah, I've gained weight. And obviously when you gain weight, I've had to buy not only new clothes, but new underwear, new pajamas, new bras. Oh my God, the amount of money I must have spent on bras, it must have been the same as what I've spent on driving lessons back in the day. Because like apparently I've got double H cups. Do I have any? No, I thought I was a 38G. So now I've got loads of 38Gs and now a double H cup. And I'm like, well, I can't just, I can still get away with wearing the 38Gs, but I've only got maybe a couple of things in a 36 double H because again, I'm like, I just spent all this money on 38Gs, so gaining weight, it costs you a lot. And it's, it changes you. It can give you perspective. When people are like, oh, the worst thing, I would hate to gain weight. No, you'd hate to be like attacked, surely. I mean, it's annoying I can't fit in certain brands, but I would have less money because I'd buy more clothes. Do I need more clothes? I have a lot of clothes. I have all sorts of clothes, so yeah, it's annoying. So yeah, content, I'm getting some clothes altered and then I'm gonna be putting more things on Vinted. So yeah, I think the content off the top of my head, and then I'm going, oh, I know I need to start up the membership for dating. Maybe it might be Tuesday. I can't even do Tuesday 7th. Any dating goals? To actually go on a date would be nice, I think. But I'm not like panicked, because a lot of people make bad decisions because they're like, I need to find someone, I need to do this. I'm like, I'm not going from a place of lack. Did I comb this? I might do a few and then comb them out a bit. I was gonna watch that show. I've got like an Apple. I need to cancel my Apple TV trial, but I don't know. I was gonna watch that new show. What's it called? Imperfect Women. Is anyone watching that? The thing is, I thought all the episodes were up, but they're not. I've downloaded some of them to my phone, but I need to cancel the trial. I literally need to cancel the trial in like an hour. Maybe I'll try and watch it. I'll try and watch it and then cancel the trial. It's a series, yeah, but you get new episodes every Wednesday, and there's only 3. Literally, I've had the Apple TV trial for 3 months. I have not watched anything. Ugh. So it's just annoying. We have to have all these subscriptions. Oh my God. I know I should. How long is he? My hair is. I mean, yeah. I don't want to cut my hair off. I don't want to risk it. So. Didn't Beyonce bring something out to make this easier? Am I getting braids again? No. I've got wigs. I've spent all this money on wigs. I'm gonna actually have to get my money's worth from these wigs. I did a post on how much I spent on my hair, and someone was like, you just have to accept that you're going to pay how much to get braids, get rid of the half wigs. I'm like, excuse me, I've just spent almost £500 on half wigs. I cannot get rid of them. Oh my God. That was a weird comment. I have to remember, some people will do that. They'll leave, like, not everyone's going to agree with you, but I'm not going to just stop wearing these half wigs when I've invested so much money. But yeah, I kept these braids in for 7 weeks, which is, a week longer. I mean, it's not quite 8. Normally, I wouldn't do a lace front because I don't know how to melt I like a half wig now because it's a lot easier to do the leave out, and it's cheaper because I don't have to go to someone. I've accepted I'm not a hairdresser. So, yeah, I'm not a hairdresser. I cannot be good at everything. I can knit, I can crochet, I can salsa dance, I can cycle in London. I cannot do everything. And I feel like I don't have lace front money. Some people have lace front money. I don't. So, there's that. Oh, collabs. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not very good at that. I'm not a hairdresser. Even having a straight wig is going to be interesting. I bought some like curling rods. Hopefully they'll be okay. Oh, but yeah, it's been an interesting week. But all I can tell you is the influencer world, smoke and mirrors, mate. Smoke and mirrors. Would I consider getting another job? I don't really want a full-time job. I've not had a full-time job since, I freelance full-time, but I've not worked for someone else full-time for like 13 years. So it's just, and it's really hard to get a job. Have I tried crochet? I've tried crochet, yeah. The thing is, it's like, I think a lot of people, I don't know. What was my last job? Knitwear design assistant. And I can't go back to that because I stopped doing it. So I think what I would like to do is create content for like create content freelance for like small businesses, I think that would really work with me. Because I can edit, I can shoot. I feel like my photography is, pretty good for what people would need. So I'm more likely to go down that route. I mean, do I even try and get into wedding content creation? That's a thing. I think I'm exploring my options, but a lot of influencer marketing roles, they want very specific things. Oh, that's interesting. Wedding content creation. Yeah, there's all sorts of things that I'm gonna look into. But I mean, how about teaching fashion? I'm not experienced enough to teach fashion design. I could teach like influence. I know this is why they could even. Did you see there's an influencer kit in Argos, like a kid's toy? Like, I'm sure they're teaching social media content creation. But yeah, I'm not experienced enough to do fashion design, unfortunately. But I think I'm a good photographer. So I think, yeah, a lot of people want video. So I'm like, okay, I need to like upskill video. I mean, technically been editing pre iMovie. I used to have this weird version of iMovie that was really rubbish, but obviously started using iMovie in like 2005. And then Premiere. When did I start using Premiere? Was that 2015? So I can edit on Premiere. And I can edit on mobile. But yeah, it's been interesting. It's been interesting. But I think, a lot of people are diversifying. Yeah, it's just I've had such a weird few years. And it's annoying when I was going through lots of stuff, I was booked and busy. And now I'm like, now I'm sort of through the fog. It's a bit weird. But yeah, luckily I've got lots of really supportive friends, lots of people who can give advice. So it's funny, I'll go to events and someone will be like, oh yeah, I'm a full-time influencer, but I also have this other thing that I'm doing. It's an interesting one. But yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors. But yeah, so yesterday I went to Hammersmith, the Lyric in Hammersmith, to see Jar Jar's African Braiding, the show, which is really cool. Set in an African braiding salon in New York. I think it was Harlem. I think it was Harlem. And obviously I interned in New York in 2010. So I didn't go to Harlem. I used to go to Flatbush. And I wish I had braids then, but I had a relaxer. So everyone needs a side hustle. Everyone, because it's weird because now loads of people are picking up content creation, and then the content creators are picking up other things. I went back to New York in 2017, but that's like 9 years ago. Like, time has gone so quickly, and I bet it's probably even more expensive. I would love to go. I think I even had the option for free accommodation, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it'll happen this year. Maybe next year. But But yeah, I haven't been in a while. I would love to go. I'm sure there's lots of amazing food to try. But yeah, so yeah, I went to the theater, darling. So set in America, and it's interesting because you're like, how are they gonna, obviously you can sit and get your hair braided for like 9 hours. How are they going to show that on the stage? But they do it in a really cool way. I don't want to spoil it, but it's really cool. And it's just about what happens in the salon, what all the stuff that goes down in the salon. And there's lots. I'm sure if you're Ghanaian, you'll probably really connect with it. I think the accents were Ghanaian. Oh, was someone from Sierra? No, someone was from Senegal. Was someone from Sierra Leone? One of the characters, maybe. So, oh, you saw it! Yay! So yeah, I think, and they said that there's some tickets from £10. So definitely try and see that. It was it won 2 Tony Awards in America. So that's really cool. And we actually got to see a Q&A with the creator. So yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I had to go to the supermarket. But yeah, lovely way to spend an evening. Nice to see diversity on screen, diverse stories, important stories. And like the hair salon, I mean, yeah, there's so many angles you could take with that. The kind of characters that come and get their hair done. But it's interesting with the conversation on social media about natural hair, like people not wearing their hair out. But in the salon, it was very much like, oh my God, I need to cut, I'm doing this. I need to get my hair done for this. I think online we're in a bit of an echo chamber, aren't we? Because the thing, yeah, everyone's like, wear your hair, but then you go to Peckham and the aunties are like, can I braid your hair? Even when I was wearing my wig, not in Peckham, and this woman was like, can I braid your hair? And I'm like, I'm wearing a wig. Like, it's already protected. I've already got protective style, So is it a certain generation? What's your opinion on the discourse? I feel like I already gave my opinion. But it's similar to Paige Lewin. Everyone's attacking and shaming. Well, not everyone. Some people are. It's like, why don't you wear your natural hair? Your protective style's not protective. You're insecure. You need to do the work. What? Like, who set that system up? And everyone's like, well, you got to do the work. I feel like, obviously, we come from we have immigrant parents, we have immigrant grandparents. There wasn't a lot of, maybe we were brought up with the tough love approach, and maybe that's how we're just someone send me a sticker. Thank you. I think I feel like some of us, because of the way we've been brought up, we're not embracing vulnerability, we're not being compassionate. It's very much this tough love approach. But I think I hope now people are bringing up their kids differently. They're not smacking them. So why are we doing that to ourselves? Again, if you want someone to wear their natural hair, berating them, it's not going to work. It's not working. It's not working. It's not everyone's wearing the natural hair, are they? It's not working. So if it's not working, do a different approach, okay? Because but I think people are just obsessed with the content. The content. Gotta make the content. I've got to be I've got to tell you off like Tyra on America's Next Top Model. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. That's what everyone's so obsessed with the content and getting the views, rather than, if you actually wanted to make change, you would do a different approach. At least Paige has a book. Just love your natural hair. Okay, why don't you create an event? Or why don't you create some content on loving your natural hair? Why don't you create some content, natural hair for dummies? Why don't you start a support group? If you actually wanted it, just don't berate people. And also, yeah, we've all been through stuff. Again, I don't have 38 years worth of hair growth. I relaxed my hair from ages 13 to 24. And then I didn't even imagine. I mean, I only wanted to go natural because I wanted to wear a weave. I went natural in 2013. But what was the advice in 2013? Does anyone remember? Like, I don't like now we're talking about like no oils, no grease. Like, we didn't really have. I would love to do my own events. Well, I'm hoping to do the group trip. I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I would love to do events. But yeah, I think, oh my God, what was I even saying? Yeah, so what was the advice? Does anyone remember the advice in 2013? Because now it's like no oils, no grease, no protective stuff. Like back then, I mean, I was probably looking at the wrong products. Like, I was following Shirley B. Enyang and buying the same. I would love to do meetups. But yeah, I found Shirley. Fun fact, Shirley went to my university. Were we there at the same time? We didn't meet at uni, but I think I found her blog and then realized we went to the same uni, but haven't seen her for a while. But I think yeah, when I discovered Shirley, I bought all these products that she recommended when we've got completely different hair. So I definitely had some years of just spending so much money on the wrong products. And it's only in the past, 5. I mean, and then I did a campaign with Schwarzkopf, which is interesting because they didn't actually have products for my hair, my natural hair, and it was a bit awkward because, like, I remember that was the whole situation, but at that time I was wearing a lot of braids and wigs, so it kind of worked. But yeah, I don't know if I don't think I've had a really good routine for that long, really. So I'm not working with that, like, years and years of hair growth. So basically, I stopped relaxing my hair in June 2013 because I wanted to get. I went backpacking. I got a weave. Did I know how to look after a weave? No. And then I came back. My mum was like, "You should take the weave out." My mum's never had a weave. I did not need to take the weave out, but I took the weave out, and then I got one put back in. And then I was like, "What do I do about the relaxer?" And she was like, "Well, people don't. Some people just don't relax their hair and they just grow it out and they wear weaves." And I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." And then I remember going to a salon and she was like, "You're gonna have to cut your hair." And my mom was like, "Don't cut your hair, you'll look like a boy." But I managed to transition. I managed to grow enough hair. It's weird. Like, I didn't really do a big chop. Well, I managed to have enough growth from June 2013. So, yeah, June 2013 to like January 2014. I had enough growth to have a wig. Oh, no, I had weaves. And then did I get the Senegalese twists that year? I had a good amount of growth and then it just kind of stalled. What was I even doing? I have no idea what I don't know what products I would have been using, so I think back then it was, it was the Wild West, and now we've got lots of different advice. So, I'm hoping we can make some progress. But yeah, I think the discourse, just accept that we're all coming from different perspectives and we've all been through stuff and it's going to take time, but maybe don't judge, don't shame, because it doesn't work. We know shaming doesn't work. So that's my thought on the discourse. But yeah, I wasn't going to add to it because I've already done a video on it. So, but Dax, is that a gel? Oh, now I've got one of these annoying knots. But I think I can comb it out. Yeah, I think I can comb that out. I know I want to go to one of these salons to get the braids taken down. I would love to go back to Amma's at some point, but I feel like I need to, I don't know, mix it up a bit. Oh, damn. Oh, no. Don't tell me I've done it with this as well. Oh, man. Why do I keep messing these spray bottles up? Oh, now it's doing it. These are quite handy to keep for other things. Because I used it. I've got that Beyonce rose water ritual thing, and you can actually just put it in there, which is quite cool. Right. But yeah, I'm like, do I have anything else? What's going on in the news? Well, everyone's talking about the AI book, which is interesting. It's a Black woman who wrote it. I mean, I feel for her because, you know, she's lost a lot. You know, she's saying one thing. It's a whole mess. But are we going to have more AI books? Some people might like that. That's the thing. It's like AI. It's like in the past few years, we've had Ozempic, AI, Epstein. Like, there's just been too much. My brain is fried. Like, not only do we have the pandemic, now everyone's worried about their jobs being taken by AI. Who's going to buy the things if AI does everything? I imagine if AI, like, imagine you're a boss and you fire everyone and then you're like, who am I going to talk to in the office? You know, like AI, Ozempic. What else has happened in the past? Not happened, but what else am I always hearing? Peptides. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting time to create content because is everyone just a bit like overwhelmed and numb and, you know, I think people want a bit of escapism. I know a lot of people want to use their phones less, she says, on the two devices. But then people like live streams, don't they, for like connection. So it's interesting because are you trying to reduce your like? But then it's like we don't like the phone usage, but TV's fine. Like seeing a movie's fine. It's an interesting one, isn't it? And now someone's sued. Did someone sue Facebook because their kid was addicted to social media? Oh, but yeah, it's an interesting time. But I wonder if people are not into the luxury. I do watch Molly May's vlogs, and the other day she was like, "Oh, Tommy ordered the private chef." I mainly watch out of curiosity. But yeah, I guess maybe people go to that for a bit of escapism. Why? Have I done? Have I put too much conditioner in this? Oh, but yeah, whose content are you loving at the moment? Let me know. God, it's weird to see my hair again, even though it's not been that long. It's always a weird moment, isn't it? Taking the braids down. But who do I follow? I mean, I follow a lot of people. I think it's tricky. My account is like a work and personal account. I made myself a private account. I have a Finsta. It's kind of weird. I've always had an influencer account, but now I've got my private account and I've only got a few followers. And it's like I can either create content for 80,000 followers or like 3 followers. nothing in between. So I feel like I only want like a very small group of people to see it, because I'm like, you know, it's it's kind of like Close Friends on Close Friends Pro Max. But it's cool. It's cool to like have a little outlet. But oh yeah, on my main account, I have to, I go to events, I meet people, we follow each other. I just forget who's who sometimes. And I get a bit overwhelmed because there's like 1,700 people, and I cannot consume that much. But it's kind of like, it's work. Oh, I hate having knots. Right, I've got my tea. I've got my peach Lipton tea. I'm trying to drink more tea. I think I'm gonna cancel my Apple TV before I forget. Who are my favorite creators? I'm loving Ostefco. I think it was all of you who got me into Ostefco. So I love her videos. They're really long. You can kind of treat them like a podcast. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm going to have to cancel the subscription. I've cancelled my Apple TV. Oh, thanks for sharing the live. I think you all got me into Ostefco. On YouTube, I watch a lot of commentary channels. Really love the commentary channels. I like Jordan Teresa, Tiffany Ferg. I don't watch that much Mina Lee, but sometimes I'll watch one of hers. There's also like the Financial Diet. Sometimes I watch one of hers. But yeah, in terms of influencers, again, sometimes I don't know everyone's names, but I'm following people for fashion. I love Alicia Berman. She's got very different style to me, but I like she got me in to like the blue eyeliner, the chunky boots, so I really love her content. What have you missed? Well, it's on YouTube. It's going to be saved on the YouTube. But I've taken down a few brands. I chatted about the whole natural hair discourse, chatted about finding different income streams. Oh God. What else did I chat? Oh God. People keep asking me for dating advice. I am not the person to ask for that. I don't think I'm going to wash this today. It's too much, isn't it? I think I'll probably end up washing it in the morning. Let's do some of this side. But yeah, next week I have a professional declutterer coming, so that's going to be interesting. I mean, if you can see what I see, it's probably going to be emotional. I wonder, maybe I should look at the I need to fill out a form. Maybe I should have a look at the form. Okay, let's have a look at the form. Okay, the questionnaire. And I need to send her pictures of the space. Oh, this is so temperamental. I think because I put the conditioner in here. Oh my God. So I've got to upload. Why can't I see anything? Are there any house rules? Are there any goals? Are there any specific goals or outcomes for these spaces you haven't shared? Yeah, there's not actually that many questions. But yeah, it'd be very interesting to have a professional declutterer. I need to think about how to shoot that. But before that, I need to do the pre-declutter. I need to look at, I'm hoping tomorrow to look at the cupboard of no return. And then I'm shooting a campaign with my mum, which is exciting. How will they work? I don't know. So that's what we're going to find out on next week. What are they decluttering? I think it's the living room. I think the living room, I mean, it's all a challenge, but I think the living room would help. I mean, even like looking at this drawer, I've got a sentimental drawer. The sentimental drawer could actually potentially go up there. and be like a sentimental box. So I want to look at that storage cupboard, so to see if there's any like space, because I could potentially have a box just for my extensions. So I've got like random packs of braiding hair that just don't have a home. How's dating going? It's kind of non-existent. I think I've just had some time, and it's been interesting in this time. Obviously, Shantae Joseph's article went mega viral. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing? Now, being single your whole life is kind of a flex. What's the next hairstyle? Wigs, 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 wigs. So I think, with Lily Allen's album, like there's lots of really interesting things. So I'm getting a discount on the decluttering service. Yeah, I'm getting a slight discount. But yes, maybe it's a good thing that I never, settled. I mean, imagine if I was with Mr. Senegal, who kissed like a bird, that I would not have enjoyed that. I would not have enjoyed that at all. Yeah, we love a discount. But yeah, I think my content now, what is the goal? The goal, different income streams, because realistically, if I want to have a child, I need money. So the goal in the next few years, maybe this is the last I'll say on it, because I don't really want people to be like bugging me, like, when are you gonna have a baby? But I think the goal is different income streams. The goal is moving into the next phase of my career. Part of me would love to still start an agency at some point, but it's a good experience to be with an agency before that. So I think definitely, it's going to be an interesting few years. Well, it's going to be an interesting few months, but I've had some clarity. There's something that I needed a bit of advice on, and I've had a lot of clarity. So yeah. Oh, and someone asked, when will the videos be back? I might be able to do occasional video, like longer videos, but I'm going to edit them, so they're going to look a bit different. Yeah, I work with an editor to do the vlogs. So at the moment, it's not feasible. But I hope I can bring them back towards the end of the year. But I might still like films. Well, yeah, I'll probably do like little vlogs or like life catch-up things. But last year was expensive. I had to buy new phone, like everything broke. And then I wanted to see relatives. Like I wanted to see my great aunt, she's got dementia. I feel like, but I did so much travel. I don't think I need to travel as much this year, So I know people, when I came back from Jamaica, everyone was like, where are you going next? I think it's good for me to be home, be settled, be in a routine, eat my food. I do have some Avios. I've got enough Avios to go to Italy, but I might go to Germany to see my aunt as well, because I could use the Avios for that. And I'm sure I will make more Avios. And maybe I'm trying to get the companion voucher on Amex. I might actually do that. I might actually be able to achieve the companion voucher, so I could bring someone to Italy with me. So maybe it makes more sense to go to Italy next year. So yeah, potentially next year we've got the Jamaica group trip, and then hopefully my granddad's 100th birthday, then Italy, and then I want to go to Japan for my 40th. So I think next year could be a big travel year, potentially. But yeah, if I go to Germany this year, and if something else comes through, I was in touch with the Thailand tourism board, but obviously I know with all the situations going on, I don't know what's happening with that. But yeah, it's unfortunate, because I would have hoped to have done the group trip this year, but obviously didn't happen. This is freelance life, man. Freelance life. And a lot of people running group trips to like Asia are now like, wow, this could be tricky. But yeah, I think March has been an interesting month, getting clarity. I think that's the thing. But I've done, maybe I can look at what goals I've achieved. We've got 10 more minutes. My March goals. What were my March goals? I think I did quite a few of the March goals. I did not read 2 books. Some of them I might finish 1 book, work out financial outgoings. I kind of did that using stuff in cupboard. I mean, I've used a lot of stuff in the cupboard, but there's more that I could use. I did find some new recipes. I didn't do the eye test. I have done daily movement and closing rings. I messaged my mentor. I did a lot of Instagram posts. I readjusted the schedule. I messaged Jessie. I did email people. So I didn't do everything, but then I realized that there might be better things I could do with my time. So I feel like this has been a month of clarity. It's been a month of clarity, especially going to the Adobe event. That was really insightful. I think IRL is very important. But yeah, I mean, I have been using AI. I know I've got friends who are like really skeptical of it, but I like the fact you can just, I don't know, give it this information and it can come to a conclusion that kind of seems accurate. And then I do get it verified. I got some advice on like exercise, and they're like, okay, you need this kind of, personal trainer. And my old personal trainer, I actually messaged her and was like, oh, can you offer this? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm not ready yet, but maybe in future. I think also living alone. I don't know, some people, I don't know how people feel about AI, but I'm kind of the opinion, like, it's here to stay. Like the fact that the AI will summarize what I'm saying on the live, surely the AI is coming up with transcripts and things. Like, I feel like the horse is already bolted. So it's kind of something you need to get ahead of. And now I've realized that I've got Gemini for free because I already pay for Gmail. So I can transcribe like my WhatsApp voice notes, which is so handy because, when you send a voice note to one person, but you want to send the content to another person, I just got it to transcribe it and then I just edited it and then sent it. It was a lot easier. So I have friends who are a bit like, oh, it agrees with you and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, it's not like I told it, I'm having an argument. Am I in the right when I'm clearly not? It was kind of, and I think living alone as well, it's hard. Like, you don't get an instant response from people sometimes. So I think I'm just using it mindfully. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. So will I be live next week? What am I doing? Tuesday? What am I doing? No, Tuesday. Not sure. And obviously it's Good Friday. Easter's really early. Does anyone know why that is? Oh my God, the clocks are going forward as well. Yeah, I had to keep, like, it when you're freelance, you don't, and then I don't have kids, so I'm like, when's Easter? Oh my God, Easter's next week. I need to get the chocolate hot cross buns from M&S. That's on my list. Do you think you'll move to a house yet? No, I can't go back. I've got too many things. And house shares are actually quite expensive. Like, house shares are almost as much as this flat. So it's not necessarily cheaper. Do you like living alone? I think living in a house share could also be hard at times. The thing is, who could I live with right now? Because living with your best friend doesn't necessarily work. Living with strangers is tense. I remember my last housemate, he would use a lot of toilet paper. And at one point he admitted it. And then he like just was like denying, and then I would have to buy it. It was so tense. Like I hate that it gets so petty. Hi, how you doing? You know, I hate that. Have I seen any horror stories recently? And it's so hard to even get into a flat share because, again, spare room. They're looking at pictures. You don't know if there's like a racial element there. You know, and I hear like people use, you know, people of color are using like Facebook groups to find people. It's not even spare room, which I didn't know. But yeah, I don't even think a flat share would necessarily be that much cheaper. So I think I've got a good situation here. But yeah, there's no guarantee that I would feel better in a flat share because it's like, who are you gonna get? Who are you gonna call? You know? Oh, we got 4 more minutes, YouTube. This is quite a nice song. Maybe I'll save this. Oh my god, I've already saved it. That's so funny. No, I sometimes I need royalty-free music for ads, so that's good to know about. I know my hair's not this long, but I'm in denial. How much hair did I manage to even... Someone had micro braids in the play. Like, I could not even imagine having micro braids. I don't know. I couldn't have micro braids. I just feel like the look as well. I don't know. Anything. I don't get really thin braids now. Even French curl. Oh my god, French curl takes so long to take out. Will I ever get French curl again? It does look good. It does look good. But yeah, maybe I could go to a salon for the takedown. Oh my god. What have you missed? Well, it will be saved on YouTube, but talking about the natural hair discourse, different income streams, barely said anything about dating, my content plan going forward, stuff that's been going on, have I achieved my March goals, no dating progress. I don't know. I think it's really cold as well. I didn't even go to salsa because it was so cold. But remember, there was a guy that wanted to dance with me at salsa. Will I see him again? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna start my dating membership content. Hopefully in a couple of weeks. I've got an event, but what time does the event finish? Does the event finish? Yeah, I don't know if dating, is it? Yeah, I think dating will be much more enjoyable when it's a bit warmer. Because this week, like in the past 10 days, it's been 8 degrees, it's been 16 degrees. Like, I've been wearing so many like I've been wearing 4 seasons worth of clothes. And like it was so miserable on Wednesday. 8 degrees. I did not want to salsa, but I wanted to look cute. What will all the exclusive dating content? Well, you're gonna help me like shape my profile. You're gonna hold me accountable when I'm swiping, sending messages. It's just gonna be like a group chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Someone said, love your content, and you've inspired me to wear bright colors and get into fashion. Thank you. And also, yeah, paywalling the dating content means that the dates are less likely to find the content. When will it start? I'm hoping it will start in April. I need to see what I'm doing for the 4 Thursdays in April. Am I missing Jamaica? I am missing the weather, and I'm missing my grandparents. But I did speak to my nan. She called me. I was cycling. I know I was like, how can people cycle with AirPods? But the other day, my Apple Watch ran out of battery, and I was like, oh, I can use my AirPods. But I just had one AirPod in, and it did actually stay in. But it's not something I'm going to do regularly. But I did, yeah, it was so funny. I was on the bike, and then it's like WhatsApp call from Nana. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, hi, Nana, I'm cycling. But luckily it was, it was going to a sort of quiet area. It's so funny. She was like hanging up the call, but she didn't hang up the call. And I was like, I'm on a bike. I can't hang up the call. But yeah, I spoke to my nan because I'm very lucky. My granddad, my mum's dad, turned 90 last week. So I was sending the pictures of his, like he had a photo booth. Like the pictures are so funny. Let me show you the pictures. They're so funny. I hate when the iPhone is like has different orders. So here's family photo. Family photo. Can you kind of see that? It's kind of bright, isn't it? It's such a funny family. I mean, my dad, he's probably never been in a photo booth like that. These used to be all the rage at blogger events. But yeah, that was, so I sent those to my grandparents. They probably don't know about all the photo booth trends. So they're probably like, what is this? Why is dad wearing a cowboy hat? Maybe I should take a picture of this comment. Oh, I can screen grab this comment that someone left me. Yay. Okay, done. So yeah, definitely. It was so lovely waking up and my grandparents are like pottering around, and it's nice to like squeeze them, cook for them. I cooked for them a couple of times. Hi, how you doing? Oh my god, it's time to say goodbye to YouTube. Right, so I'm not quite sure will I be here on Tuesday? I might be here on Tuesday. So thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next week. Bye, YouTube. Okay.